Hey folks, David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com. In this video, we're talking about day trading. More specifically, we're talking about how gap trading is by far the single most consistent and profitable day trading strategy you're going to find across the markets today. Today we had 5 winners on the gap trade list that went out to my members first thing this morning. Let's go over exactly what I do and what gap trading is. Gap trading is when stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open. It creates an opportunity for traders that can identify a specific price level where the stocks will A, be drawn to, and B, have a price reaction from in the other direction. I do 2 things. I teach a course where I teach traders how to identify and calculate exactly where these price levels are. In addition to that, when stocks are gapping higher or lower at the open, it creates what's called an open gap. Those open gaps will be filled at some point in the future. That's the second part of the course where I teach traders how to identify the open gaps, how to trade them, how to track them. In fact, I even give my traders who have taken the course a specific tracking spreadsheet so that they can track them effectively and know exactly when stocks are coming back to fill their gaps. The other thing I do is each and every day at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I give traders an opportunity to get my gap trades sent to them via email each and every morning. Let's take a look at that list and then we'll come back and review the charts. Here's the email sent out at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 30 minutes before the market even opens for trading. Let's take a look at today's morning gaps. We had 6 possible morning gap trades on the board today, and 3 of them hit their levels and ripped higher. The first one, Alibaba, BABA, I say gap lower. Support levels are 116.90, 114.76, and then 113.11 if the stock was to trade even lower. Stop and profit target, and these are minimum profit targets, is about 40 to 75 cents. We're going to review the chart in a second because there's something very specific that happened with BABA today that traders need to understand. The second stock that hit its level today was Cisco. Gap lower. Support levels are $30.76, and then I give a secondary level. Stop and profit target is about 25 to 40 cents. Again, these are minimum profit targets. These are scalp trades. These are day trades. These are not meant to be held for an extended period of time. We're in, we're out. The third stock that hit its level today off the morning gap trade list was Anheuser-Busch. Bud, gap lower. Support levels are 115.36, and then I gave a secondary level. Stop and profit target, again, minimum profit target is about 45 to 80 cents. Now, in addition to that, I give a list of possible gap fill trades for the day, and 3 of these so far hit their levels today. DAN was the first one that hit its level. Gap fill area was at $19.40. It was a long trade, meaning we're buying the stock at that level. And on the last column over to the right, you can see where I identify how far away it is to filling the gap so traders know how much attention to pay to these particular trades. The second stock that filled its gap today was CAB. 53.69 was the level. It was a long trade again, and it was at 1.25% away by the opening bell. The third gap fill trade that worked out today was TS. $31.05 was the level. And again, we're buying at that level. It was a long trade. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charts and see exactly what happened with these trades today. The first one was Alibaba. It opened below the first level identified in the email this morning. Traders that have taken my course know exactly what to do when a stock opens below the first level. It came into the second level at 114.76 and ripped higher, making a high of $120 for more than a $5 bounce off that level. Now, in my course, I teach traders how to turn trades like this into risk-free, emotionless opportunities where we're taking some of the profit at our target and we're letting the rest go with a break-even stop so we cannot lose on the trade. All this is taught in my course at lazygaptrader.com. And by the way, the first level that was identified in the email this morning, that became a no trade. Traders that have taken my course know exactly why, and nobody was taking that trade at the higher level. How about Cisco? The stock closed yesterday at $33.82, gapping down at the open, came into our $30.76 level, traded slightly below that, and as you can see, ripped higher, making a high even in the first candle of the day at $31.51 for about a 75-cent gain or 2%. That's a wonderful scalp trade or a day trade. Either way, fantastic gain in just minutes. The third stock that came into its level today was Bud. As you can see, the 115.36 was the level given out this morning. The low of the day was 115.35 by just 1 penny, and just minutes later, the stock was at a high of $116.53 for more than $1 gain on a scalp trade. That's a fantastic gain in just minutes. And we're not done yet. We still have the stocks from the gap fill list that hit their levels. Here's Tenaris TS. As you can see, the level identified was 31.05. The stock hit a low today of $30.99. And obviously you can see what happened after that. It's still going higher. Currently trading at $31.92. This is a tremendous rip higher. Folks, all this is taught right out of the course at lazygaptrader.com. The fifth winner today was Cabela's CAB. 53.69 was the level identified in the email. The low of the day was 53.63, and just minutes later, we were at a high. Let me move this over. We were at a high of 54.04 for a very, very nice scalp trade opportunity. Some trades obviously give us more than others. You never know exactly which one is going to be the absolute rip your face off rally, and we want to catch those, and that's the whole point of having these opportunities each and every day. And the last one was Dana Inc., DAN. So this one we're out of the money by 20 cents. Not a big deal. We had 5 winners. We have one we're out of the money by 20 cents. You can't win 100% of the trades, but we certainly win the majority of the trades. Folks, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to learn a strategy that you can use each and every day for the rest of your trading career. I can teach you everything you need to know in order to trade the gaps successfully. Come over to check out the course at lazygaptrader.com. Traders, I'm David Frost. Thanks for tuning in.